In this video, I am going to teach you how to transform first and second person case into third person case. When we write to our friends and family, we use a casual, familiar English. And we use a conversational English when we write to friends and family. And so when we write to friends and family, we use first person case I, my, we, and us, our. And when we write to friends and family, we also use second person case you and your. However, if we're going to write a research paper for our boss or for our teacher at school, then we want to use a more formal tone of English. In that case, we're going to use third person case he, she, and they. And so in this paper, I'm going to teach you how to transform first, second person case into third person case for a more professional tone. So just recently, I've decided that I wanted to challenge myself. I want to know how I can maintain a healthy eating lifestyle. For months, I've been thinking and wanting to make a life change. I just wasn't sure of what I wanted to do. When I was eating or having meals, I found myself overeating, and what I consumed wasn't the healthiest. So I decided to cut out a lot of different foods out of my diet. My overall goal is to feel and be better, push myself to do something that I never thought I would. So in this paragraph, she needs to get rid of all of her first person case I and replace I with a person. Just recently, and we get rid of this. So many people need to challenge themselves. People need to maintain a healthy eating lifestyle. People need to make a change in their lives in order to be healthy. When people overeat or they eat junk food, then people are not the healthiest. As a result, people need to cut out a lot of different foods out of their diet. A person's overall goal needs to be to feel better and to feel and be better and push themselves to do something they have never thought they could do. The food that people need to cut out of their diet are mainly pork and beef. Currently, many Americans only consume chicken and some seafoods. However, more Americans need to cut out pork because multiple studies state that pork is linked to many health issues. You need to cite your source. What multiple studies? Also, there has been a consistent recall of various meat products. If a person can avoid intentionally getting sick, they will try their best to avoid eating beef or pork. In addition, beef and pork feels heavy in the stomach, and when you eat too much beef or pork, it makes it difficult for people to lie down. And here we're going to get rid of an old saying, you are what you eat, because that's too slang. And we want to stick to formal English, and we want to also get rid of what you put in your body matters, and we don't use cliches. So you would want to take your topic sentence, needs to be a sentence that comes from your thesis statement. And so people need to eat a healthy diet because what they put into their body is very essential to their health, for instance. And when people eat better and eat good foods, they feel better on the inside and their mental status improves. When people take care of themselves, that includes when people take care of themselves, which includes multiple aspects such as the emotional aspect, the physical aspect, the spiritual aspect, and the mental aspect, as well as nutritional aspects such as what a person eats. Everything that a person puts in their body has a negative or a positive effect on them overall. Then you would say, when people change their diet, they end up feeling much better. When a person is on a good diet, their skin improves and they no longer have bad acne. Good food also helps a person digest a whole lot better. The hardest part of staying on track is for people to decide to do a life change in the first place. In conclusion, people should not fall into the temptation of eating junk food, which is something that people need to work so hard to avoid, especially bacon. People need to remember that the biggest challenge in life is to continue to thrive by changing their diet to improve their health. And so, in other words, if a person changes their diet for the better, then their whole life becomes better, and then a person feels better. Changing a diet is a test of a person's strength, and anybody can overcome something that minor if they put their mind to it. And the good Lord will not throw in any challenge that people cannot overcome, period. So that is an example of how you can transform your paper from first person and second person case into simply third person case for a more professional tone.